Welcome to today's vlog. I'm out in the snow and it's freezing cold, so my mouth is frozen up, so I'm doing the vlog from my bedroom. It snowed at the weekend, which was pretty awesome, so I went out and I went sledging or sledding, depending on whereabouts you are. In the US and Canada I think it's called sledding, whereas in the UK it's called sledging. So I went up to Burnaby Mountain, which is like my local hill, and it turned out that the entire hill was covered with people, and there was someone who had like the most tricked out sledge you've ever seen, with like handlebars and a kind of little bike attachment at the front. It was insane. So basically I'm going to show you some of the footage of that while I'm talking, because it makes my vlog more interesting. I want to explain first why I have lots of video of small children sledging and none of myself. I went up there with an IKEA bag, which if anyone knows is the most awesome bag in the world for carrying huge amounts of stuff. It can fit me in, but it's really not the best thing to go sledging in. So I shot some video of it so I could share my humiliation. I don't really know why I did that. While I was there, I was kind of like, what age does it become unacceptable to film people like this? I mean, if I was 35 or something, it might look a bit weird, and as I was there, I was kind of like clean shaven. I didn't look too shabby. I didn't look like a hobo, and I was carrying a reasonably expensive camera, so it was kind of obvious I wasn't just some dodgy guy. Although I guess some dodgy guy probably would have a decent camera. I probably did look a bit weird because I didn't have a sledge myself. All I had was an IKEA bag, which probably looked even weirder actually because I just filmed people at a distance from behind the shade of a tree at one point. So yeah, that. I got a few strange looks from some sort of 20-year-old, maybe 25-year-old women. Girls? Women? I don't know. What age does it become unacceptable to call them girls anymore? I still call them girls if they're like at my age or younger. 24 by the way, if you're wondering. But I don't know whether or not that's acceptable anymore. Tell me in the comments, because I really don't know. Also today was the Alcatraz premiere. So at work, my colleagues and myself were watching and, well, working at the same time. And I thought it was pretty awesome actually. I was pretty pleased. Like, as a syncing tech, I don't get to see what the actual program looks like until it's broadcast. I get to see kind of snippets of it, and I get to see loads of the scenes and the outtakes and stuff, which is pretty awesome. But I don't get to see the actual cut program. So watching it back was really exciting actually, and getting to see the people who I see every day, but like in an actual kind of properly cut program with like an orchestral cinematic score. It was amazing. It was pretty cool. But I really recommend watching it, and please do. And if you do, please also comment. Just let me know what you thought of it, if there's anything which you liked, what you didn't like. But yeah, it was really cool. I enjoyed watching it, and I think it's a really good premise. I don't know whether or not the first two episodes were the strongest. I think there's much better episodes yet to come from what I've seen. At the end of my last video I asked for some questions about my work in media, so Penrinigan007, I think that's how you say it, I'm sorry if that's not. She asked me two questions. The first one was, what does a professional editing suite look like? Now, I've thought about this and I'd really love to show you inside a professional editing suite. Number one, at the moment I don't work in a professional editing suite, I work in a kind of a syncing suite, which is different, it's very different. And number two, I'm not sure whether or not I'd be allowed to show you inside a professional editing suite. So I think in next week or maybe the week after I'll kind of mock up a professional editing suite. So let me know in the comments below if you want that. And her second question was, does it get really hectic when you're filming? Although I'm not actually out on location filming, I do receive all the rushes. So all of the stuff which gets shot on location gets sent back to where I am in the office, and then we process it. So we get all the video clips, we get all the audio clips, and then we sync them all together so that all of the clapperboards, the things at the beginning which go like that, they're all perfectly in sync. So that's what I do. And yes, it does get completely insane. Like sometimes they shoot, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 hours a day. It's exciting because you've got loads of like amazing footage which you're looking through. So thanks for your question. Your question for this week is, what age does it become unacceptable to be calling your peers girls when you're a guy? Is it 24 like me, or is it way earlier? And I've just really missed the boat here. If you got any ideas for next week's video, post them in the comments, because I don't at the moment, and I kind of make it up on the fly, which is like not ideal because I kind of came into this going, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about for the next half an hour. Yes, it takes like half an hour to film like a 5-minute video. I've been just this guy, you know. You're hopefully one of my future subscribers. See you next week.